When did you realize your friend was a psychopath? I always thought Jake was just intense. We'd been friends since middle school, and he'd always had this strange way of looking at the world. Cold, calculated, like everything was a game to him. But I never thought much of it. We all have our quirks, right? Then one night, everything changed. We were hanging out, just the two of us, and Jake started telling me about this stray cat that had been hanging around his neighborhood. At first, it sounded like a harmless story, but then his tone shifted. He started laughing, but it wasn't his usual laugh. It was darker, colder. He told me he'd caught the cat, tied it up in his garage. My stomach tightened. I asked him what he meant, hoping this was some sick joke, but he just kept talking, describing how he'd hurt the cat, testing its limits, seeing how much it could handle before it broke. I felt sick. I asked him why he would do something like that, and he just shrugged, like it was no big deal. I wanted to see what it felt like, he said, completely emotionless. He wasn't telling me this to shock me. He wasn't bragging. He was just stating facts. That's when it hit me. This wasn't normal. This wasn't just Jake being intense. There was something seriously wrong with him. Something dark lurking under the surface that I'd ignored for years. All those times he'd made weird, offhand comments about hurting people or animals, I'd laughed it off, thinking he was just trying to get a reaction. But now I realized he wasn't joking. Should I report him to some watch list?